Analog, okay. Anybody else? Digital. Big war. It says, all right, hands up who likes digital. Hands up who likes analog. Oh, the digital guys got totally trashed, man. I'm a huge analog fan, obviously. However, what you said was correct, that we have a tendency now to use both technologies. And there is a way to integrate the best of analog and the best of digital. I'm still not a digital fan. For the type of music that I do, and a lot of people like myself, digital sucks. Because you don't get, you all know what happens, right? What happens when you put a lot of level into a digital machine? It goes, right? Horrible mess. Analog, nice gradual distortion until it goes, yeah, I love that sound. Two amps, two mics, two consoles. So the vibe here is that everybody likes analog, but digital is very convenient, yes? Yeah. What I've been doing recently, I don't know if you've heard about this Otari radar recording device. It's a hard disk recorder. You all heard about it? No? Well, now you did. What happened, I was working on this project in England with Paul Rogers this last couple of months. And we walked into the studio the first day, and the goddamn A800 broke down. Boom. And they said, well, we got this radar 24-track digital recorder. It's a hard disk recorder. What about this? I said, ooh, digital. All right, okay, fine. I had no choice because we couldn't get the machine working. And we were out in the country in one of those studios that you all live in, and it's like 2 hours from London, and we couldn't get a machine. So all right, fire it up. Let's see what happens. Fired up, the damn thing was good. I was really amazed, and it saved our asses that day, and we were able to cut 2 tracks, and the following day the machine was fixed. But what I ended up doing was actually utilizing the radar digital, I think it's, somebody help me, random audio, whatever the hell it is. It's a digital recorder, but it's a hard disk recorder, okay? Wait, what? Random access, thank you. He knows more about it than I do. I'm not a technician, I'm only a musician. So what we ended up doing was recording analog 24-track Dolby SR 15 IPS. Why? Why? Wait. One person. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Domo arigato. For those of you who speak Japanese. No, not +9. Actually, +6. Sometimes +4, depending on what mood I was in. No, just kidding. But generally, I don't like to, when you're using the Dolby units, it's not a great idea to use +9. I don't think that is very wise, because the Dolby units are pretty much ineffectual at that kind of level anyway. So anyway, we tracked that, and then we had filled up all the tracks, and I said, geez, let's try locking the radar unit up to the multi-track. Bam! That thing was fast. I mean, it is instantaneous beyond belief. It's just, and you can shift phrases around, and that for me was very cool because we had done a bunch of background vocals, and I want to shift them here, and one set was really good over here, and I went plop, done. Didn't have to think about it. It was so cool, and in the end we used the analog for the basic sounds and used the radar unit for lockup with overdubs, like any strange background vocal parts or anything like that. Worked out very well, and I was very pleased. So there is a way to integrate analog and digital, whether you use a 16-track machine because you like the way the thing sounds and you lock up with 24 tracks of Sony Dig or a 32-track Mitsubishi or whatever it is, it can be done. And it does work quite effectively. But interestingly enough, check out the guys, and I'm going to try to check out the guys who do digital-only recordings, like who record 48-track Sony 3348, and all that stuff, and it's all pristine and stuff. What do they use? 2 mics, 2 mic preamps, and 2 BQs, etc., etc. It's great. Isn't it ironic? They're using this 50-year-old bloody technology to make digital sound cool. I mean, it's just like, huh? You know. But that's okay. I don't mind. I think, you know, we got to use whatever tools we have at our disposal. So, I mean, we can go on and on and on about the analog versus digital. I love it. I mean, there's nothing like the sound of a U-47 through Pultex, which is what hopefully we're going to do tomorrow. What else? We have to have, I think, a great deal of passion for the art of recording a musical performance and leaving it for posterity. We've got to have passion. And I will not use that song to even demonstrate that. Passion! Oh, God, no. Horrible song. But it's true that, you know, you come into this business with an... I mean, I love recording to this day. From the time I started recording in like 1960, whatever day that was, till today, I mean, I love making records. I love the fact of going into pre-production with the band and helping them create the song from scratch and making it sound better. And making the structure of the song better. Wait a minute, that bridge ain't right there. Let's shift that out of there. Get that conga part out. You know, let's leave the horns off. What are we in the 50s or something? To recording in the studio where you're setting up the mics and you make sure you get the mics in the right position. You get that cool drum sound, that cool guitar sound or whatever it is, and you get the band really excited about working in the studio. That's a thrill. And then you hit record and oh, shit, nothing. Oh, God. Somebody forgot to align the machine. Oh, what a nightmare. Those things happen, by the way. You think you got everything together right, you got to press record, and the maintenance engineer hasn't aligned the machine. I want to Those things happen. Believe me, Murphy's Law is right there, sitting on whichever shoulder. But this thing about love of recording, that's it for me. I'm still doing it. I'm still making records, and I love it. And I hope you guys, ladies too, love it too. Can you imagine that challenging moment when an artist like Jimi Hendrix is in the studio and you're in record and he all of a sudden goes for a solo and you go, and the hairs in the back of your neck stand up. And you say, how the hell did he do that? That's what you live for. That one moment where it's just so incredible. And with him, it was many moments that were so incredible. It didn't really matter what he was doing. I mean, he could be singing or standing or waving his hands. It was incredible. That's what you live for. That's what you live for. And I guess in the vernacular, you just gotta love it. And now I'm going to hand this over to the audience. I'm sure you got questions. Sorry, stop. All right, jump up to the mic. Oh, before you do this, let me... I need some water. Oh yeah? Cool. Nice effect. Give me that water effect. There's a button there that says water, I think.
Back to the question about analog versus digital for a second. I read an article recently, or maybe it was an interview with Phil Ramone, and his opinion about it was, since the final product was most likely going to be on CD, digital, he wanted control over that process of taking it digital so that it happened the way he wanted it and ended up sounding as good as possible for digital.
That's
Thoughts?
also, once again, I mean, that's his opinion. I mean, obviously everybody's got an opinion. I have the utmost respect for Phil Ramone, even though he's a big fat guy. Oh, sorry. No, he's great. He's great. He was also born in South Africa and also was I think he was a fiddle player. He's fantastic. He's a brilliant producer. And he came from the analog world. I mean, I can imagine now with the types of clients that he records, the Streisand's of this world, et cetera, whereas